Okay, so we've got a Mazda 6 2013 Touring, and when you put it into park it doesn't always go off all the electrics, so we're going to attempt to fix it ourselves because the part's on back order. Could be 6 weeks. Okay, so we're going to start by attempting to remove all this so we can get to this. We need to get to this side where the P is, and here. Okay, so we're going to this bit here. Try and get a better look. Oh, shit. Okay, oops. So there's a little panel here. You're going to get a little pick like this. Stick the little panel in there and just pull that out. Literally that. Pull that out. And then, if we just put our fingers under there, it's quite sharp, and lift. There we go. Okay, should you give it a yank backwards a little bit and up, and then that bit's off. But lift it up, pull it forward. Underneath this has a wire attached to it, so you need to just be careful underneath. And if I can see it, give us a sec. Right. So put your head under here at the side, and then see if you can find that wire. There it is. So, oh, not much room here to work. So then, get your pick, whatever you're using, underneath. Oh, be careful with this because you don't want to break this. Push the little tab and out. That's off. See? Put that there. You've got to get this bit off. So, we shall undo this, just literally undoes. Like that. Off, that's off. And then you need this off. It's got some tabs here at the front. Two of them will come off as I pulled it out. There. Should just lift out like that, and then right, okay. So down here, this wire is for the light for this. Some cars, some people don't realise the light on this. When I first got the car, all the lights were out. Couldn't see these in the night when it was dark when my lights were on. So I'll show you now. Unplug this. Yeah, unplug that carefully. Pull this out, it upside down. See the bulb? See? You can put a little LED one there, but I've just bought a normal one because they're only a couple of quid, and we're on a budget. So I've done that. That's out the way. Now you've got access to here. This little box here is the culprit, but I'll show you a closer look in a minute. So I need to actually lift this off, not fully off, but just to get more space. So I'll show you now, because there's a tab right between the seats, literally here, sort of here and down here. There's a little tiny tab. You can't see there, can you? Let me put the handbrake down. It's in park, so don't worry. There. Right where the end of the pick is there's a tab. Like a plastic tab. So I'm going to tell you what I'll do from here. Ignore me baldy head. Is I'm going to go from the inside. I'm going to push it out. There we go. Tiny little tab. But that's somewhere safe. And okay. That's both tabs out, both sides. All I've used so far is just a knife and a pick. That's all I needed so far. So well then, it looks like it goes up. There we go, up. All we need is some space, that's it. Just some space. So, see it flapping down. And put it to the, let's have a look. You need to get this bit out, you see, this bit. You need to, don't get it out, you need to make it loose. So, I'm going to, the best I can, without breaking anything, hopefully. It's very fiddly. Okay, I've got a long ruler here, so let's try that. A bit of leverage. It's actually a metal ruler. Having a bit of trouble here. Right, give us a sec. You could do with it. Here we go. You do it on the outside really, because excuse me, pull the hand back up. You're gonna be pulling it out and backwards. Okay, right. Give this bit a yank. Okay, that side's out. This side, as you can see, this side needs to come out. There we go. Okay. So you've got, this is loose, but it's not out the way. You don't want to get it all out the way if you don't have to. So also there's a little, see this here where you plug your 12 volt in, that should actually just pop out like that. And again there's another plug behind it. There's a grey tab. You can see the grey tab, if you can see very well there. Yeah. See that grey, there's a little tab there. Push that tab in and do that, and that's off, that bit. A bit warm in here, Jesus. Right, leave my door open a bit. Okay, so now we're looking at this. It's the bit where you need to be really careful. Nothing worse than living on a busy road and you've got to keep moving your door. Okay, this bit got to be careful with. There's a little spring behind here which you've got to get off. So get your pick. This is the best thing I found for this job. So pull one tab at the back there. You go this side here, there's another little tab. Be very gentle with this. Very gentle. Oh, not like that. Do not want to break this bit. Okay, let me get the better angle. Just got a better angle on my side. Okay, that one's just come off there. So you see this here, this bit. Be very careful of this bit. I can get back in now. Oh, this is all in real time, this. Right. Okay, got another tab this side, and that's it. and that's off. Okay, just be careful with that. Just leave that there, nice and neat. Right, here's the selector and that now. It's this box we need to get to here, but very important, there's a little tab here. I've got to take that off now. It's got a spring in it. You do not want to fuck this bit up. Excuse my language. You do not want to mess this bit up. So, can I grab this gently? Pick. I forgot about this. Okay, I'll try and zoom you in. Because you're going to need to. Right, okay. Okay, this through where. Right, see this? This is a tab. If you look, there's a little hole there. If you look down there, there's another tab the other side. So push the bottom tab, and I mean carefully. This you won't be able to use your car if you break this. Until you get a new one. Okay, that's off. See? It's got a little spring in it, like that. And a dog here. My dog. Okay, so I'm going to be really careful with that. Sit that there. Okay, right, there's 2 screws in this now. There's a plug in the bottom. So I've got a very small socket and screw on it. I'll zoom it out a bit more again now, like this, just so I can get in there. Right, I've knocked the air duct out. This is the air duct to the back, so make sure you put that back in when you're doing it. Right, so on other videos they've said take all this out, the whole lot out, but you don't want to be doing that. You can actually just set the screwdriver off to come backwards. It's tight, but you can actually get in there. Go try and get a better angle again. So you take this bottom screw out. There's only 2 screws. Right, don't lose the screws down there, whatever you do. There's one. Got a little tray here, a magnetic tray. I'm going to put it in the corner there. Oh shit, the bloody cars. Right, I'm going to try and get you on a better angle just so you can see. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, so back down here where the selector is. This little box here is what tells it it's in park. And I'll take it off now, and I've took 1 screw out there, the bottom. Here's the top screw now. Okay, so now this box here is loose. It's got 1 tab at the bottom there, so I'm going to try and do this. Give me a sec. So I pulled it off the tab there. Now I'm going to pull it out. Careful again, be very careful because all the stuff are here. Right. Tell you what, you leave that there a sec. Try and do this with one hand. Right. This needs to slide out. Need to be very careful though. It's got the wire attached to the bottom, so I'm going to have to try and shuffle it. Give me a sec, right. Oh, much space. Apologies about the filming. I'm going to try and get a better angle. See if you can see it from here. Okay, so we're going to pull this out. carefully, because it's got a big thing attached to it there. That right. Now there's a wire at the bottom there. So we're gonna get pick again. Stick the pick in there. Pull the wire out very carefully. Now I'll show you the problem. So there. See that bit there? When you put it into park, it touches there and it wears it down, and you can't get the part for ages. So we're going to attempt to temporarily fix it. We're going to put a piece of metal over it and araldite it and then put it back. So I'll get back to you when we come to that. Okay, so back on my toolbox now. I've got this. It's off the end of a tape measure, a fabric tape measure. Excuse the fingers. So what we're going to attempt to do, is where it's damaged here, I'm going to bend that piece of metal over, and we're going to squeeze it shut, and then we're going to glue it with this. So I'll let you know how it goes in a sec. Okay, so I've glued a little piece of metal there to the end where the rubber is. It's not pretty, but you're never going to see it. That's my temporary solution until I can get the new part. But you could leave it like that for months. You know, I don't know how long it's going to last, so I'll have to let you know if it falls apart, if it even works. Don't even know if it works yet. So this glue says leave for at least 30 minutes. So I'm going to leave it for 30 minutes and then check it and then come back to you. Okay, so we fixed this, well, attempted to. Excuse me. Piece of metal on there, just dabbed a bit of tissue on there just because it was a bit sticky, so I've made sure I left it to dry now anyway. And it still works freely. So I'm going to get this back in and then hopefully it'll be good. So again, don't forget the cable there. So we're going to just try and figure this out carefully so we don't damage anything. So I think first I'm going to plug it back in. So I'm going to get the plug, double check that's in, and then I'm going to slide it down, hopefully without damaging anything. Got to be very careful. Okay, so before I slot it in, I'm going to make sure it looks like it's perfect. Bloody cars. Then I'm going to push it, and it's on one of the tabs. So I'm going to get a screw that bottom one back in. Screw. I'm going to start by hand. Do not drop the screw. Oops, nearly. Just going to try and get a couple of turns on it. Here we go. And I'm going to get the top screw in so they're aligned. Couple of turns. And I'm going to get the end of the screwdriver like that. Now you want to make sure this is tight, but no, don't damage the plastic. So we're going to go back in with the screwdriver. So you can take all this off if you want more space, but it just takes so much longer. Get a bus through there, people driving little cars, thinking they can't get bloody past. Okay, back to this. That's enough. This one. Not too tight, just enough. Nip it up. That's it. Right. Spring. This spring needs to go back in, and the two tabs need to go over. Spring goes in between this little gap. See that little gap there? It goes like that. Like that. Should move nice and free like that. We should actually now yeah, feels good though. I haven't got any white grease. Yeah, I'd put a little bit of white grease down there if I had any, just to make it nice and smooth. Well, it seems to be fine at the moment. So now I'm going to work backwards again. Okay, so now push this back in. If it'll go in, give it a little tap. Okay, that's in. Just double check. Yeah, it goes in the bottom as well, but I'll do that in a minute. What's next? Right, these edges need to lift up and slot into each other like that. Lift up. Oh, it's come out there. Okay, hold on. Oh, shit. I'm having a camera issue at the minute. Okay, that camera issue fell down, and then I struggled to get this in a little bit. So it's clicked in now, but I've got to really persevere. It took a while. It'll all align once that is that back on yet? No, that's not on yet. So this bit here needs to be aligned. People doing my head in with these cars. What's the problem? Oh shit, I've just pulled that out again now. Right, that's fine, because I need to get that up round anyway. Put a screwdriver in there. I mean ruler. Pull that up. Okay, so that's actually it. There we go. So they should be flush there. There, where it connects. That should be flush up there. And yeah. So remember, we got 2 plugs left. here, and we got the ciggy lighter here. So what we're going to start with, put the ciggy lighter back. Which way does it go? That way. Get the wire. Currently going one way by the looks of it. When you find that way, there we go, that's in. Slide that in, it's got little, there we go, clicked in. So that's in. What we got next? This piece you got to be really careful with. This piece, just going to double check again. Springs on, screws in. There's no movement in that. There's no movement in that when you do that. Okay, so I could do with cleaning all this really. I need to clean and grease that. If you've got white grease or anything like that, or lithium grease, put a bit on there. I haven't got any right this second. I need my vehicle, my car, so I'm going to slide that back on there like that, and then gently push it onto the tabs. Oh, there we go. Make sure it doesn't move. Got full operational use of that. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. I do need to clean my car, it's absolutely disgusting. But at the moment, working long hours, I've only got the time at the minute. Literally get one day off a week, so I'm going to slide that back, slide that on there. I'm going to plug this in there. Don't forget, if your bulb goes, you don't actually have to do this to change the bulb. I just prised it up a bit because there's two tabs here when I changed my bulb and then done that. But if you're doing this, you may as well change the bulb. But I done mine not long ago. So yeah, little tiny bulb. Okay, right. So I'm gonna put this back on now. There's 4 tabs, and it should. 2 at the back, 2 at the front. Should hopefully align itself in there. That's it. I'm not going to test it yet because I haven't plugged that in. I don't want any electronic things. I do have a computer to turn it off. Oh, that fell out. I do have a computer to turn it off, but okay, that's you. Meant to go around there, but put it around there for argument's sake. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to have an error code, so just make sure that your air duct is back in. There we go, otherwise you'll get heat to the back and the kids will whine if it's too hot or cold. That's okay. That's okay, just double checking everything as I go. Okay, right, I'm going to get this bit now, and I'm going to plug in the bottom first. And then I'm going to, camera. Having camera issues here. Don't normally make videos, so I've just got like a phone cradle, like a windscreen cradle up on the where you put your sunglasses. So I'm going to put the handbrake on first, like that, and then I'm going to lift it forward. Oh, camera issue again, just give us a second. Don't forget to plug in your entertainment centre thing here. That's plugged in. I'll put you back now. Okay, so then we're going to slide that down. I'm sure that's the only cable. A couple of tabs. Just sit it nicely first to make sure it's in the right place, and then push it down. And then we got this little bit that we initially pulled out at the beginning. Push that back. Apart from the gear stick, hopefully that'll be it. Let's have a go. Right, put the gear stick back on. Let me try and get you a better angle. Zoom out a bit maybe. Hold on. So we're going to screw the I like this gear stick, but I'm gonna maybe get something else, something different. Nothing tacky. I don't like tacky. Let's screw that on, nice and tight. Okay, I'm gonna test it and hope for the best. Right, on the brake. Start the engine. Oh, hold on a sec. Camera issue. I'm gonna put it into park. I'm gonna turn the engine off. All the electrics should go off. Okay, open the door. Yeah. Let's give it another test. Okay, let's pull this up.
That's right, it's time for Pop Trunks with me, Katie, today instead of Matt and Molly.
Okay, so we got into drive.
Song we're going to play on the radio based on some information given to me by our callers. Our first caller today is Jay.
Into park,
today?
and then we're going to turn it off. And then we're going to open the door, check all the electrics go off. That's it. The issue is fixed. Temporarily, we'll have to see how it goes. I shall keep you updated. Thanks for watching the video. I hope it helps someone. It's a nightmare getting parts at the minute. Thank you. Goodbye.